This is AI.R. Artists in Residence Broadcasting, coming to you once a week from New York City.
Howdy do, I'm John Cullum, and this is my wife.
Aha! And we are gathered together. We are gathered together to ask the Lord's blessing. We hastens and chastens His will to make known. You sing.
But I don't know the words.
John
I'm a
laughs at
Southern
me.
Baptist, and I was the conductor of the Dixie Lee Junction Baptist Church, and she knows the music much better than I do. I don't know where she picked it up.
I'm a very Christian Jewish person who is not very Jewish and not very Christian, except Christian in spirit. We are talking about.
Yes, that's what
it's a tricky subject.
Whoa.
Tricky because I think each of us has what I will call a don't think about it list.
Oh.
Say the word.
Don't think about it.
List.
List.
It's hard for me to say T's. List. What's on your don't think about it list? What do you have to say or think about that you think, put it away, don't think about it?
Well, checking my email.
Oh.
I don't think about that. I'd rather not. That's tough for me. What about you? Give me an example, and then I'll come up with something.
Oh, don't think about it is I've got appointments to go see a doctor. I hate going to the doctor. I don't want to go to the doctor. I cancel it. That's on my don't think about it list.
Right.
Don't think about it. So on the don't think about it list, right now there's a lot about politics that I don't want to think about.
Well, yeah. Well, that goes for about half the population of the United States.
But I'm putting it on my don't think about it list because we can only live now. And whether we like what's happening or we don't like what's happening, if you think about it all the time, you just get angry. I don't want that.
Right. Well, that's a good thing to avoid thinking about.
So don't think about on my list is politics. Don't think about it.
Well,
What's on yours?
taking the garbage out.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, well, but I force myself to think about it because I know that you'd do it if I didn't, and I don't want you to do it.
John, you are wonderful. Did I ever tell you I think you're wonderful?
Oh, well, thank goodness. I've got her fooled.
No, but when we say don't think about it, you do think about it. You just take care of what needs to be taken care of.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that.
Okay.
So, what about politics? Is politics on your don't think about it list?
No, I love, you know me, I can come up here and sit and listen to them say the same thing over and over and over for hours. And I find it fascinating because, I've been around for so long and lived through very important, extraordinary events. I mean, we've had assassinations and attempted assassinations of many of our presidents. I mean, many.
Enough.
Kennedy was killed, and his brother was killed, and Martin Luther King was killed, and all of those things happened.
Are they on your don't think about list?
No, they're not on there. You asked me whether I had politics on my, and I'm just the opposite. I'm fascinated by the things that are happening in our society, but they do wash over me. If there was a list of the things I forget about, there would be a lot of things on it.
I like you.
You do?
Yep. I ask him this question, and look how he thinks. He thinks very clearly about the question, but he puts it into a ballpark where he can share with you and make you understand what he's talking about.
Say, well,
I like you.
well, I like the
So,
feeling is mutual.
So on
Emily.
my don't think about it list is politics, and John's list about don't think about it is sort of daily chores. He simply goes and does it. John Cullum,
Well,
you have answered my blog.
no,
You have done this blog.
Okay,
So thank you very much.
all right.
So let's finish this.
All right. Well, I'd just like to say that on my don't think about it list, the opposite is Emily.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think about you a lot.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'll tell you what. We'll see you next week. How about that? Okay?
This is AI.R. See you next week.